Yeah, we'll play first. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. And we've got turn 2 Sign in Blood, and we've got plenty of action. So we're not going to be greedy and mulligan that. It'll be a little while before he can actually counter anything we play. So, alright, let's get our sign on. Next turn we have Duress plus Terramorphic Expanse, and it's not the worst. He could prohibit or mana leak this, I guess, but still get a card. Pass the turn. I think this Grim Harvest is actually going to be really good because it'll let us, as we make land drops, it'll let us play the long game and, you know, get some of our men back. Play our land. Play a Rager. He can condescend or leak it or whatever. Pretty sure he has one of those cards. Yep, there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Just the only thing you can really do is play out the low value stuff first. And exploit the fact that he has to make a land drop every turn. And then we can hopefully just get him here. But it looks like he's going to reload with a compulsive. Nope. Prophetic Prism. He got there. Okay. And another Prophetic Prism. So he's good on lands for sure. Good on cards. We're gonna get 3 of his cards this turn, which seems fair. Duress you taking, I think it's duress him taking compulsive, blightening him, letting him pitch. Yeah, we want to get his card draw out of there. So now he's gonna have what? Negate and mount? No, negate and prism. Okay, that's fine with us because we're gonna send a Spectre after those cards next turn. And again, he has to make land drops every turn or he's falling behind. That time he did not. I could unearth the Rager. He'd negate it and then I'd lose my whole turn. Let's just run out a Spectre. He can't negate that, so I'm almost guaranteed to get a card off him this time, unless he drew a counter spell. Got rid of the Capsize. That's a good one because that gives him a lot more long game. Yeah, traded my man for a burn spell. So now he's got negate. He's got negate plus 1 unknown. That's not a land. Let's get our rats in there. If we can convince him to pitch this negate, we can unearth Rager and draw another card. We did, in fact, succeed in doing so. Unearth Rager. Got anything? Got nothing. Alright, and we drew more Ragers. So, this is kind of where I want to be. Mysteries of the Deep to reload, eh? Alright, well met. So, I can Rager, but I think I would rather Spectre and Grim Harvest at the end of his turn, after attacking. We want to keep the pressure on, not let him make land drops. I want to make him either ditch lands or ditch gas while he's still in that development phase of the game. Alright, he pitched a land, so he's probably got something like Preordain or something like Muldrifter where he can draw. Firebolt is fine with me. And his last card is a Muldrifter. Oh, flashback Firebolt? Sure. I think he's going to regret doing that in about 5 seconds. I guess I'll pull back Lil Spectre. And that will take care of the rest of his hand. I'm going to hold up Recover mana in case he tries to kill one of my guys. I've got to Terminate if he draws a creature. And then next turn I can safely just go for the Phyrexian Rager, again with Recover Mana up. So, looking pretty good here. This is kind of how it's supposed to play out. Black. Shinobi would be pretty sweet. Ooh, Gitu Slinger? Alright, so eventually, I think now what we're going to do is get a loop going with Gitu Slinger and Grim Harvest. If you don't know how that works, basically you sling them for 2 and then let the guy die to echo and recover it and then recast it, and so it's like a shock with buyback. He teachings for teachings, which sounds like a joke, but it is not. Battle. I don't know what he's gonna do here. As long as I keep Grim Harvest up, he can't really do anything to disrupt my creatures. I guess it doesn't stop him from trying. Yep, you killed my man. Pay that much. And then I can cast Grim Harvest, leaving his... What can he tutor for? He could tutor for a negate, but I mean, that's not particularly appetizing. He's already at 10. I could just cast the Gitu Slinger. I don't want to lose the Grim Harvest. If I just cast the Gitu Slinger, he either has to counter it or go to 8. He's gonna teachings for probably a draw spell, if I had to guess, or maybe just another teachings. So if I play Grim Harvest and then play the Liliana Spectre, then he pretty much has to he could teachings for a Condescend and Condescend for 1, and then he gets a Scry out of that, and he can flashback the teachings. Whereas if I just play Gitu Slinger, I can hold up. I think I'm gonna do this. Not 100% sure about that, but at least now he can't just go get a Condescend for 1 and counter my dude. He can get a Mana Leak and counter my dude, but that's like a 5 or 6 mana Leak. Oh, Hydro Blast. Well, sure, you go right on ahead. That's way better than just about anything. So in step, I will use Grim Harvest to regrow something. He drew a land. So what happens if I Grim Harvest now? He can teachings and Condescend for 1. Yeah, you know what? Let's not walk right into that. So I have enough to Grim Harvest and cast Gitu Slinger. Well, I don't think... it'd be nice to know if he has another... it'd be nice to know if he has another Hydro Blast in his deck, so we will be happy to go ahead and find out. I think he's just on nothing. What I like about this plan is, like, normally if you side in a ton of discard, then you run the risk of getting a glut of discard. Like I have this extra duress here. But see, against Post, any comeback they make is going to have to start. The starting point for that comeback is going to have to be them restocking on cards. And then that just makes your discard live again. Let's see what he gets with this. Condescend, sure. Yeah, that's a real card. When you're facing down 5 power at 5 life. I guess you could cast something, Condescend it for, like if you had a Prophetic Prism, he could cast a card, Condescend it for 0 to scry, something like that. What's he got? Rolling Thunder. Okay. So I am going to let them die. Put my triggers on the stack. Grab my Grim Harvest, which has been an all-star right here. And pass. Cancel. Cancel. F6. Let's see. I can duress. He'll just condescend that for 0. But there's no way I can stop him from doing that anyway. So duress. Oh, he didn't even bother. Okay. Well, why would you scry when you could just bend over and take it? I'm not really sure either. Grim Harvest targeting Get You Slinger. And we will leave up the appropriate amount of things by tapping like so. Zap you for 2. Play Evolving Wilds and ship turn. This game is just about over. Ooh, Preordain is a good one for him to draw. Would have been a lot better had he not. Okay, bottom top. If he has a burn spell, he can get rid of the Grim Harvest, and then I'm out of gas. Compulsive, okay. Yeah, maybe that was a little reckless with the Grim Harvest because that's the card that's keeping me going. He will continue to rip through his library. Bottom, bottom. Please don't get a burn spell. Another Preordain. Yeah, I think I made a mistake there. I think I should have Grim Harvested a Ravenous Rats if I wanted pressure. And then, he didn't find anything. Maybe I will get to untap here. Sweet. Go ahead and take a swamp. Untap. Alright, so we will pay Echo. No need to get crazy with the Grim Harvest. I don't know why my computer is lagging so badly, but... Ooh, Chittering Rats. Don't mind if I do. And we'll battle. Leaving up everything we can. He'll lose whatever that card was, which didn't help him in the first place, and pass turn. And we can terminate his blocker or regrow our man. Ooh, Moldrifter? That is pretty good. Maybe I should respond to that by killing it, so he can't counter my kill spell. Yeah, that seems pretty good. He can't cast anything anyways. Even if he gets rid of my Grim... He would have to draw 2 burn spells right here for that to matter. Good luck. It's been a long match. Alright, so we're finally going to game 3. I actually think I'm happy with my lack of bolts and the 3 slingers and 3 terminates. Maybe I want another one of these. What would I take out? A Ravenous Rats? No, I need those. I could take out Shinobi because he has bolts. Yeah, that actually might be good. Although getting to rebuy a come into play effect is also very good. Tough call. Because I'm pretty sure I want this card as much as I can get it. We can go down to 2 slingers. They aren't that great against him.